Our next poet, who is nominated for the Trillium Award for Poetry in English, is Souvankham Thammavongsa. She was born in Thailand, but she lives in Stouffville now, and she has spoken in interviews previously about how that town has proven to be an unlikely source of inspiration for her literary works. She works in Toronto, takes the train in, and has lots of time to think and to look around her, particularly at the land. Her first two poetry collections won both awards and critical praise. Her second book, Found, was also made into a short film and screened at film festivals worldwide, including the Toronto International Film Festival. Light is her third book of poetry. In it, she examines the word that gives the collection its name. Her work, praised by the Trillium jury as at once serious and hilarious, singular and deeply relatable, a landmark in contemporary poetry. Please welcome Souvankham Thammavongsa.
Hello. Can you see my forehead? Fire. This is how you say fire in Lao. Anything that has light must acknowledge that first fire. Phai mai is fire when it's burning something down. A house burns down, a forest, a city. Phai sang is flashlight, a man-made object, a thing you take out into that not knowing. Phai fa is thunder, that scrawl of light in the shape broken things first take. Phai mot is what happens when you're not expecting it. A power outage, a burnt bulb. Mot phai is when you do something to light. It's a far reach set above you, a calling out of place. It's a turn, a switch in the wall you go to find. Phai mot. Mot phai. Bare. It means you are light, that you can begin differently now, that you've taken it all off. It means to show your tooth and claw without the work, the polish, the appointment. If the ending were different, if you placed the last letter right after the beginning, it would be an animal, a power, a warning from which to stay away. Face to face, maybe you'd see they're really not all that different, both just trying. A rearrangement, a shift, a move out of place, a spine realigned. But it would take that, wouldn't it, that face to face, to know. Perfect. When I am 14, my father will quit his job and sell our home. He will use the money to start a sign-making business. He will start by buying computers and big, heavy equipment, and we will spend nights sleeping in the van. I'll try my best to sleep, to close my eyes and feel warm in my wet socks and thin winter coat. In the mornings, I'll brush my teeth at school and comb my hair so I'll look like nothing is wrong with me. I'll wander the empty, dark halls before the students fill them, and sometimes I'll sing and dance like a star in a Broadway play. When I see a teacher, I'll sit quietly outside a classroom door with a heavy book in my hand. Moby Dick. The only teacher to ask is Miss Irons. I will tell her that I'm just so excited for school and I'm so happy to be here. It's not a lie. I'm happy that for the whole of a day, I'll be warm and I can be with my friends. I don't tell her all the other stuff, that this will be the year my parents' marriage will begin to fall apart, that they'll stop dancing in the living room and that my mother will stop making me beautiful dresses which match hers from leftover materials, that the bottles full of color and fragrances dry up. I didn't know it then, so how could I tell her? After school, my mother will pick me up and drive for hours. She'll sometimes stop at a lake somewhere in cottage country and listen to the radio. She'll walk back and forth, never saying anything, and I will bow my head and work out the math problems in my homework. The math problems are easy. They are always about some guy who had to get to the other side. There's always an answer, a sure thing. You just have to work your way there. Everything you need to know to solve it has already been given to you. There is no secret but the answer. I will keep my print small, filling up every blank space I can find, like a captain plugging leaks in a sinking ship. It will get dark, and just as the sun sets, the street lamp will turn on. I will angle my notebook to catch this light, this light. I will go back to school and hand in my notebook, and it will be perfect. Perfect. It's what I've earned. A friend will lean in and announce my score, and I'll hear someone ask, "How'd you get perfect?" I can't begin to say what it took to get it that way. It's perfect, perfect.
Thank you so much, Souvankham. Light is published by Pedlar Press. Ladies and gentlemen, those are all of our finalists for the Trillium Book Award for Poetry, le Prix de poésie Trillium. Please join me in congratulating them on their marvelous writing and thanking them for sharing their works with us tonight. Bravo à vous tous.